The day one winner of the Skin Stone sweepstakes for Path of the Lights is Malpheus. Congratulations, Malpheus. Please contact me on Discord. I'll get you set up with those 5,000 skin stones of your choice. If you'd like.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero War Central, and this is day 2 of my Path of the Light event videos. We're going to do all 7 days. We're going to talk about the story every single day, and after we do the story, we're going to talk about something to do with Tristan, some strategy, or some comparison. Today, we're going to compare Tristan and Qing Mao, because I feel like that's the best comparison we can make. First of all, let's do the event. We have the new boss here. I must receive the blessing. The Valkyries will witness my zeal and acknowledge my sacred oath. By the way, Tristan, if you pay $5, you can get Valkyrie's favor for 2 weeks. Like, you don't have to go through all this. Do what we do. Here comes Galahad. First member of the Blessed team. What are you muttering about, buddy? Still dazzling about those Valkyries, are you? I totally dig it. There are some lovely ladies. Now, like I was saying in yesterday's live stream, I think these two are like the ultimate Hero Wars gym bros. I think that they got a lot of things in common, if you will. How dare you be so disrespectful? I won't tolerate. There's no need for drama. I'm after their blessing too. Just like you, they sent me for some village elder. Why don't we team up? I'm pretty fun to have around. I'm Galahad, by the way. Okay, and then in walks a demon. Not so fast. The mistress doesn't like pilgrims and vagabonds, such as yourself, loitering about. Loitering is a big word for a demon. I'll bring your severed heads myself. Oh yes, she'll be ever so pleased. It's a trial of our strength and resilience. That's all there is to it. It's time to feed your vile souls to my reliquary, you abominations. Ha! Let's slash and burn, my friend. Slash and burn is a farming term. It's a weird statement. Okay, so we're not going to use any blessed heroes to fight this guy. We don't really have any trouble fighting these fights with my team here, so we're just going to kind of speed through it. I don't think that you need any basic strategy beyond just having a decently leveled team to fight these guys. Oh, that was a nice delay. The road is clear. No longer will those foul creatures trample it. By the way, I never introduced myself. I'm Tristan. Hi, Tristan. Tell you what, Tristan, you're not half bad. Thank you, partner. Gym bros, I'm telling you. Let's go get a chest or a leg workout in after this. Now that the reliquary has had a taste of demons, it'll be easier for me to sense them approach. Okay, where did you get your hands on this contraption? I could use one of those too. Now, Galahad, stick with your big sword. The demons would be in for such a beating. Maybe later. We shouldn't digress from our main goal. We have to reach the village by dusk. Let's go. Okay, and then we get some coins. We can raid this a little bit. We'll go ahead and raid it for a little bit more. The tasks today are complete 5 missions. That's campaign missions, so spending energy in the campaign. We have use pet summoning egg 1 time, use an XP potion, fight 5 times in the arena or grand arena. I would probably go ahead and get your day started with those, since there's a 10-minute countdown timer for the grand arena. And then finally begin 1 expedition. So in today's video, I wanted to discuss a comparison between 2 heroes. And that hero is the new hero, Tristan, and the other physical support hero, Qing Mao. A lot of people asking me about Tristan. You know, what teams should Tristan belong in? Is he good? Should you level him? Should you even summon him? So I think unless you're going to build a blessed team, then Tristan is not worth leveling. All right, let's get this out of the way right now. Blessed team only. And what that blessed team looks like, we're still not quite sure yet. We're still not 100% clear on the best version of a blessed team for Tristan. However, if you're trying to level him up by himself, like a hero by himself, will he benefit your team by himself? There are some abilities in here that might be useful to your team, if you're a physical attacking team for sure. But there are other heroes that are already in the game that are more well established, that aesthetically they're way cooler, in my opinion. Of course, that's all opinion. That will take the place of Tristan and are much easier to get. And that hero is Qing Mao, hence the comparison that we're going to be making today. So Qing Mao and Tristan are both warriors. Qing Mao is an agility-based hero, which means her physical attack is innately going to be much higher than Tristan's. And in fact, we can sort by physical attack right here. You can see that Qing Mao's physical attack is almost 66,000 at max level, whereas Tristan's is not quite 51,000 at max level. And again, this has everything to do with the fact that Tristan is a strength-based damage-dealing hero, and Qing Mao is agility-based. And for those of you that don't know, if agility is your main stat, agility will increase your physical attack by 3 points, as well as 1 point of armor for each piece of agility. And if you look at Tristan, who is a strength-based hero, strength-based heroes, strength boosts their physical attack by 1 point, not 3, and they get 40 health instead of 1 armor. So agility-based heroes are always going to have higher physical attack than strength-based hero. That's why the marksman, the agility-based marksman, have more physical attack than the strength-based marksman Zhu, even though Zhu has these pure damage and percentage-based damage abilities to kind of make up for that. Tristan doesn't have any of those percentage-based abilities to make up for that. But let's take a look at the rest of the stats. The only other ones that really matter, if we take a look at armor penetration, which is one of the other main stats that are important here, Qing Mao and Tristan have basically the same, 21,650 armor penetration. You can take a look at some of the other stats if you like. We can take a look at health. When it comes to health, Tristan has higher health because he's a strength-based hero than Qing Mao. That's normal. When it comes to armor, neither one of them are very high. They're all a little ways down. Qing Mao and Tristan have effectively the same armor, effectively the same magic defense. Tristan has a little bit less magic defense, actually. Tristan has way more health, over double the health of Qing Mao. And again, that has to do with the fact that he's a strength-based hero, and Qing Mao is that agility-based hero, so her armor is going to be higher. But if you look at their skills, you can start to see a lot of similarities between these two and why you would use Qing Mao and Tristan in place of each other if you're not doing a blessed team. So you have Tristan's first ability, which is a frontline damage dealing attack. Now, it does happen quite frequently because of the violet ability. This improves the energy gain of Tristan. So you have a frontline damage dealing attack that's pretty potent, but you could compare that to Qing Mao's ultimate as well. Hits the nearest enemies 3 times, burning them for 5 seconds, pushing them back and damaging them. You also have Spear of Dawn, which damages the frontline enemies and blinds them. You also have the Dragon's Claw, which deals damage to the nearest enemy, usually the tank, based on health. And then this right here we'll get to in just a second. So you have both thematically, they damage the front line, right? They're both similar in that regard. Righteous Zeal invokes the light to grant Righteous Zeal to himself and allies in front of him, increasing physical and magic attack for 5 seconds. So this is going to boost the physical and magic attack of heroes in front of him or of all blessed heroes by double that increase. So if a blessed hero like Marcus is behind Tristan, he'll get double the increase. This ability is very nice. It's very nice. But since Tristan is so far forward, he's not often buffing many heroes in front of him unless they're blessed heroes, right? If they're Galahad or Luther or Marcus, then you're for sure getting that blessing. But since he's so far forward, really only the tanks are in front of him. There's not many people gaining that physical attack, magic attack boost. If you look at Qing Mao and her armor reduction ability, this right here, for physical attacking heroes, of course, physical attacking heroes, this is going to reduce the enemy tank's armor with every hit. So any hero that does physical damage will do more damage as the fight goes on against that tank. Qing Mao specializes in making your physical team do more damage to the enemy tank. This will eventually overcome the physical and magic attack boost that Tristan's green ability will provide the heroes in front of him and behind him. So in that regard, again, they're very, very similar. You take a look at Serving the Light. This reduces the enemy's physical attack for 5 seconds, and for each blessed hero, it's going to reduce additional heroes behind the tank. This is actually a interesting tool here, and I think the only saving grace for Tristan at all is the ability to reduce the enemy's damage output. But again, Qing Mao has something similar in her green ability. This will blind the enemy's front line. So you have Tristan, who reduces the physical attack of the enemy's front line, and you have Qing Mao, who blinds the enemy's front line. Would you rather take less damage, or would you rather take no damage? A blind can be removed by Sebastian or Nebula or Celeste. The physical attack debuff can be removed by Nebula, Sebastian, or Celeste, but the blind will completely negate damage, whereas the physical attack reduction that Tristan does just lowers the damage output. So again, very similar heroes here. And finally, the energy gain ability of Tristan here. The ability to gain extra energy is very nice. If the ultimate actually had some utility, if it wasn't just a flat damage dealing attack, I could see some differences here. But in a world where we have completely maxed out Olivers and Axles just doing everything they can to keep enemy tanks alive and, squishy second line damage dealers alive, I'm not sure how much straight damage is going to be effective, unless it does happen just over and over and over again if he does end up spamming his ultimate quite a bit. But on the Qing Mao side of things, Qing Mao has dodge, right? She has dodge, which means that she can gain energy very fast herself if she becomes the target of attacks, because of the ability to gain energy through dodging and attack. So both of them also have the ability to gain energy quickly given the right circumstances. So in a lot of ways, kind of too long didn't watch, in a lot of ways, Tristan and Qing Mao are very, very similar. If you plan on building a blessed team because you need a blessed team, or maybe you already leveled Galahad and Marcus, or Luther and Marcus, and Tristan just slides in perfect, then Tristan is going to be the better choice for you. If you do not have a blessed team, you did not level up Galahad, Marcus, or Luther, then Tristan is a big fat trap, and you should just go to the Outland shop, buy Qing Mao Soul Stones, and Qing Mao will better help your physical attacking team than Tristan will every day of the week. Hope you found this video very helpful. Probably went on a little bit too long. Remember to check out the first link in the description box down below for tomorrow's drawing. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.